less than 10 days before Christmas. Kamusta kayong lahat? Para health gain sa Pasko tayo, walang magkakasakit, and we can enjoy the holidays. And even after the holidays, after December ay nasa top of our health pa rin tayo. I know marami ng Christmas party na darating and dumadami yung mga kainan. But I hope you can consider making a meal trade-off. Anong ibig sabihin ng meal trade-off? Ibig sabihin nito, kung meron kayong party or sa event na alam nyo, you will tend to eat so much, especially kung hindi kayo makakasay no sa high carb foods, then maybe you can consider making a trade-off. Kung sanay pa kayo na 3 times a day kumakain, then this time you may consider at least extending your breakfast a little late. Actually, ngayon, anong oras na? Nasa around 4 o'clock na tayo. And wala pa akong kain. I went straight to the clinic. Akala ko nga walang pasyente because bagyo. Halos marami talaga. Walang internet, walang brownout pa sa amin. And ngayon, as my commitment to you, to your health gain December, this is tip number 17 as we proceed to the holiday days, the more holiday and more party, Christmas party, gathering, get-together, reunion, especially na medyo lumuluwag na yung restrictions when it comes to social gathering. And I hope kumukonti na rin yung cases of the victims of the pandemic. And I want to believe na kayo na nakapanood ngayon, watching live, I hope you can share it with your family members dahil malay nyo, baka kayo pa yung makatulong sa kanila to improve their health. So, isang trade-off natin is actually doing intermittent fasting still this time by considering na hindi kailangan kumain ng ganon kadami at ganon ka-frequent the way we are brought up, the way tayo pinalaki, na dapat 7 o'clock tapos nang mag-breakfast, by 10 or 11 merong morning snacks, by 12 noon meron ng lunch, and then 3-4 p.m. merong afternoon snacks, and then by 7 p.m. merong dinner, and then meron pa niyang midnight snacks or even late dinner, yung iba na nanonood ng Netflix, nanonood ng TV, nagbabanding sa family, usually with food. And I know it's good to bond with family and to share moments with loved ones. I understand na masarap talaga yung feeling kapag magkakasama. Mas lumalakas yung pagkain natin, no? And one thing we can do is hindi man matigilan yung way ng pagkain, like frequency of pagkain. At least you start more on eating foods na hindi nakakasama sa ating katawan. And that is low carb nutrition by removing yung mga processed foods, removing yung mga sweets, removing yung sodas, yung desserts, yung mga unnecessary. Make sure what you are eating, yung tawag nating real nutrient-dense foods, nutrient-dense low-carb meals, real food, baboy, manok, isda, seafood, gulay, if you want. And hindi kailangang dapat merong sandwich, merong bread, merong parang light. Because even if you label those food as light foods, as light meals, but yung effect niyan sa ating katawan, hindi light. So, kung mag-Christmas party kayo at yung alam nyo na yung isang kasama nyo sa trabaho magdadala ng ganitong dessert, magdadala ng ganitong special na pagkain at kayo alam nyo you can't say no to that. So at least you compensate, you do meal trade-off. Kung nasa dinner yung inyong Christmas party, maybe you can consider skipping breakfast and then just having coffee, tea, or just water. Or yung ginawa ko today, since walang kuryente at wala rin ako magawa online with my work, hindi rin ako nakapag-charge ng aking mga gadgets. So, nagligpit ako. I kept myself busy, nagligpit ako, and I was very successful in cleaning up my room. And I think I'm excited na pwede na ako mag-pack ng mga pangregalo, gift for the coming Christmas for family and friends. And that kept me busy. Natapos ako around 3 o'clock. And yun lang, tamang-tama lang din na meron ng pasyente naghihintay. So I came here for my patient. And actually, hindi pa rin ako nagpipilinik. I just cover for my friend. Kasi kailangan niyang umalis and then I just do cover. But I don't do regular clinics pa ngayon. I will still continue to do so baka next year na. So sa mga gusto magpakonsulta, marami tayong low carb doctors available. And as for me, I do my guidance and dedicate my time right now in our masterclass. Kasi dun po, mas sustainable yung health. Kasi yung one time na consultation natin, hindi ko yan masasabi sa inyong lahat-lahat na kailangang knowledge for you to be knowledgeable kung paano talaga i-correct yung inyong way of eating, yung inyong lifestyle, the way kayo kumain, and that needs a dedicated time and a structured learning, kumbaga. That's why we want you to do it the right way. Low carb nutrition by yours truly, Dr. Rojo, and yun yung pina-follow din namin sa aming family and most of my patients even before. So, sa mga pasyente ko early this year, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing all right. And kung may mga tanong, we do have live interactive sessions every Saturday. Doon po sinasagot natin lahat ng concerns. It's a supplementary learning and at the same time, an opportunity for us to really interact talaga. We can address your concern, especially if bagong concern. But generally, every Saturday, halos natakol na ata lahat ng concern. Pero yes, we can still continue our live session so that matutulungan pa rin natin kayo. So, for this December, I understand na marami na hindi pa ready mag-lifestyle change, no? Meron nga nagsabi, nag-enroll na sila ng masterclass, but hindi pa sila manonood because they will still wait na matapos yung Pasko and holidays and magsisimula sila ng January. But for those of you na kasama na sa masterclass, I hope you can encourage them na hindi kailangan hintayin yung matapos yung December. Actually, for me, it is the best time for you to learn so that when you go to parties, you are already empowered. Hindi ka na ma-influence easily. And their mindset lang naman yan. You don't think na deprived ka. Don't ever think na you will be like KJ, killjoy ka o parang others ka kasi nga iba yung kinakain mo. Actually, you can take this opportunity to really help others, influence them in the right way of eating. Right now, in our family and our cafes and sa mga friends namin and sa mga workmates, we are happy na everybody knew about how we eat and generally, ginagawa na siya. So, yes, kung sa public gathering, meron pa rin rice, meron ganyan. But you can see na merong consciousness. Hindi po ako namamwersa o nagpo-force sa ibang tao to eat the same way that I do. But I think at least eventually, merong consciousness. So, kahit kakain man sila ng rice, pero yun nga sabi natin, at least hindi na unlimited rice. Kapag kumain man sila ng dessert, at least they will say no na to soft drink. So, those little adjustments, it can pile up. And like for us, for example, we started with fasting and eventually ni-remove namin yung rice and then after fasting, we still eat a little desserts and sweets. But eventually, we realize it's not sustainable. Kailangan kunin talaga. But that realization will only come to you as a person. Ikaw mismo ang makakapagdikta niyan. Even eating vegetables before, for the longest time, since bata pa kami, sinasabihan na kami na kumain ng vegetables, kumain ng gulay, only until we became adults. Nung kami mismo ang lumaki na, kami mismo yung nakarealize na we want to eat healthier. Although healthier will have different meaning and we are happy right now that how we define healthy eating is really enjoyable and it can be very nourishing yet at the same time sobrang wala tayong deprivation. We can eat lechon, we can eat crispy pata, we can eat steak, yung isda, we can eat it, seafoods, crabs, shrimp, walang problema, pwede natin kainin yan. We can even enjoy lamb chops. And kung gusto nyo man ng bagoong, pwede rin ng bagoong. Kung gusto nyo ng daing, pwede rin yung daing. Hindi tayo takot sa maalat, hindi tayo takot sa matataba, hindi tayo takot sa red meat. as long as alam natin na when we eat them, it's not together with other inflammatory foods. So number one inflammatory foods would be the sweets, sugar, glucose. And the second one would be the toxic oils. So yung mga canola oil, seed oil, vegetables oil, we have to avoid that. Next would be the meats that are processed. So, mga naka-canned goods, yung mga processed meats na maraming preservatives, maraming nitrates and nitrites. So, all of those are contributing to our inflammation sa ating katawan. And to some extent, even certain natural foods, kapag sobra-sobra yung ating intake, like kanin, bigas, we have corn, wheat products, and to some extent, kahit yung mga root crops, kapag sobra-sobra, because those foods are starchy. Ibig sabihin, they are full of starch, at kapag na-breakdown na yung starch, it can still lead into spike in our blood sugar. Kasi yung starch is just a chain, and it's like a complex network of glucose. Glucose pa rin yan. Yung example natin dyan, yung starch is like papel na pera, and the glucose, it's like coins. But eventually, pareho pa rin sila ng impact sa ating katawan. Fiber can help, especially kung fond kayo ng fruits. But I think we have underestimated the effect of too much fruits. And I think based on studies right now, sinasabi na fruits might not be that bad because of fiber nga. But I think na-underestimate nila kung gaano kagrabe kumain ng fruits yung mga Pinoy. Especially in Mindanao, especially in the provinces na libre lang, halos binibigay lang kahit saan, or kung binibili man, sobrang mura. And people are consuming fruits way too much. So, of course, no, hindi naman natin sinasabing masama talaga yung fruits. No, it has to be with moderation, and it has to be taken in moderation, and you have to consider the amount that you're taking in. We are no longer emphasizing sa pag-avoid ng soft drinks, sa pag-avoid ng milk tea, sa pag-avoid ng mga biscuit, mga candies, mga chocolates, because alam nyo na yun. It's already a no-brainer. Alam nyo nang those are processed foods and those are too much sugar in your system. So, if you've been avoiding that and yet mataas pa rin yung inyong cholesterol, mataas pa rin yung inyong blood sugar, meron pa rin kayong allergies, meron pa rin kayong mga pananakit sa katawan, hindi pa rin mawala-wala yung symptoms of your autoimmune diseases despite maximizing your medications, meron na rin vertigo, kahit pa binibili nyo ng gamot is sobrang mahal, branded everyday for months or years na, wala pa rin improvement. Kahit nag-avoid na kayo ng common foods na sabi natin i-avoid, like sugar, soft drinks, desserts, candy, sweets, ice cream, cakes, ganyan. And yet, hindi pa rin, then this is the time that you can look into your other carb intake and also your sugar and other inflammatory oil intake. Meron tayong food algorithm. You can check that out in our YouTube channel. Kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, I hope you can subscribe in our YouTube channel. And yeah, pwede lang kayong manood doon because it's all there. Soon, kapag na-settle na namin and we will be working well with a very efficient team, maglalagay kami ng playlist in YouTube para mas organized, para mas alam niyo kung ano yung playlist of videos that you will watch. So, alis na muna ako. I still have to do so many other things. Maraming salamat everybody for being with me. I hope you will continue to choose yourself every time you decide to eat because each plate, each meal, each subo, each lunok can have an impact, not just on your mindset, not just on that day, but on your overall health and life in general, and comes with that your degree of satisfaction, your sense of fulfillment, and hopefully in general be positive and be happy, and you spread that positivity to others as well. So maraming salamat everybody. Have a good day. Stay safe. I hope wala na yung bagyo, and I hope wala na siyang nasalanta pa. Maraming salamat. Remember to always stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Have a good day.